Hey everyone, it's Jenna Melanson from Canadian Beats Media. Today I'm joined by Brian from the Vancouver-based band Spectres for our latest segment of Zoomies. Welcome, Brian.
Hi, Jenna.
So, first off, care to introduce the band a bit more in depth for our listeners?
Sure. So Spectres is a post-punk band. It's been around since 2004. We had our first release in 2007, and we've toured all over, been around for almost 20 years now, exactly 20 years. So it's been a bit of a run. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So, your album Presence is out now. How does it differ from your previous work, especially your album Hindsight?
Well, I think it's a little bit more eclectic. I think there's kind of a lot more references to older Spectres material. There's some songs that sound maybe a little bit more punk on there than on the previous record. Yeah, and I think it's just kind of a broader gambit of musical genres, maybe, are kind of encapsulated in Presence.
Okay. Um, So you kind of mentioned this, but you're said to be blending pop and shoegaze while still maintaining post-punk roots, is what I read. So can
Yeah,
you,
I think there's elements of all of those in there, definitely.
okay, can you elaborate on the fusion and how it shapes the overall sound and theme of the album?
Well, I think that different members have kind of brought in different influences over the years to Spectres. And I think with our newer second guitar player, Adam, he brought in a lot of those kind of like shoegaze influences that I think worked really well with the sound. Those were all kind of bands that we were interested in for a long time, too. Those are all genres that I think most members of the band pretty consistently listen to. And I think they kind of blend pretty well together. And I think a lot of bands in the mid to late 80s were kind of doing a similar thing. And I like to think that we try to reference that kind of time frame quite a bit too.
You've unveiled four singles: Dominion, Chain Reaction, AM Gold, and The Old Regime. How did you go about choosing which tracks would become singles?
The label chose.
Oh, that's an easy answer. Okay, then.
If
Um,
it was up to me, I would have wanted to highlight some more kind of new wave songs there, but I think the label thought, from a marketing perspective, those were the songs that we should choose. So that's
Definitely.
what they ended up being.
Okay. Could you share some insights into the creative process behind the album? How do you typically approach songwriting and production within the band?
Sure. So usually different members will bring something to the table. They'll kind of have a fully formed demo sound and like kind of almost record a song themselves and bring it to the rest of the band. And then we'll tweak it, make changes, and go record it. Production, we usually kind of try to steer in the direction of whatever the song feels like it needs, but we usually give the person that wrote the song kind of final veto credit. And yeah, it seems like a lot of the songs were kind of primarily on this record written by Adam, second guitar player, and myself. Though Zach also wrote a couple of the songs too, and so did Jason, our bass player.
Awesome. Awesome. So looking ahead, what's next for the band now that the album is released?
I'm honestly not too sure. We're all living in different cities right now, so we're definitely going to try to plan some stuff for the future, but we're not really sure on the time frame of any of that right now.
Okay. So the next five questions are just for fun. If you could magically learn to play any instrument overnight, which would you choose?
Saxophone.
Okay. If you could create your own music festival lineup, who would be the three headliners?
Crisis, Jesus and Mary Chain, and Modern English.
Okay. If you could become fluent in any language without any work, it just happens, which one would you choose?
Japanese.
Oh, yeah. What's the most unusual item in your music studio or practice space?
A child xylophone.
Okay. And last but not least, with spring on the horizon, what's your favorite outdoor activity for the warmer weather?
I love just going to the beach, just hanging out, sitting on the beach in the afternoon. I live pretty close to the beach. right now, and I love it.
Awesome. So that's it for Zoomies. Thanks for joining me, and congratulations on the new album.
Thanks so much. It was awesome talking to you, Jenna. Have a great day.